Does she continue dating him or does she ditch him because of what his mom said? So she's dating this guy. It's going well, but it was his mom that warned her, yeah, he's not over his ex. So is her mom, his mom up to something, or should she actually believe her? All right, Mo, what's the email say?
I hear you guys give advice to women all the time about whether they should ditch a guy or continue to date him. I could use some of that input. I recently met a guy through Twitter. We followed a few of the same people, and I'd often read his comments and find them hilarious and spot on. I messaged him one day to tell him so, and that led to a private DM conversation. It turns out that he lived locally, which I had no idea. After several days of DMing and texting, we decided to grab drinks. He was just as witty in person as he was on Twitter. I loved every minute with him. Over the next several days, it became clear that he felt the same way. We really are just having a fantastic time with each other. So over the weekend, he asked me if I was cool with meeting his parents. It wasn't that we felt it was time for that in our relationship, and it wasn't supposed to be a formal introduction. It just happened that there were a family event over the weekend, and he had to go. He also thought it would be more fun if I was there. Well, I met his parents, and at first they seemed really nice. His aunt was also there, and at one point was talking to his mom. They didn't know I was just on the other side of the doorway and could hear the conversation. His aunt said that I, quote-unquote, seemed nice. His mom then said, quote, she does, but don't get too attached, end quote. At that point, they saw me and I had no choice but to ask what she meant. She tried to explain that he will probably get back together with his ex. She said, quote unquote, they always do. And that is the fourth time they've broken up and seemed to move on. They always end up back together. Then she said that he'd kill her if he knew she said that to me. So I haven't said anything to him about it, but I'm almost wondering if I should back away before my feelings are too deep into it. Or do I talk to him about it? I have a feeling he will just tell his mom that she is wrong, even if she is right. So do I ditch him? Wendy.
See, I thought the mom actually sought her out and told her this, but the fact that she overheard a conversation and the mom kind of had to come clean, and the fact that this has happened numerous times, I'm actually inclined to believe the mom, Davi.
I guess, but why are we gossiping when someone literally went to the bathroom? They're behind paper thin walls. Can you not lock that up until she leaves for the day? Why are women like this? And I don't know. That would suck. And I would have to tell him. And the mom has to feel really red and hot knowing, she has to tell him. She has to be your mom said this, what's the deal? I feel bad for Wendy right now because they've been having a great time. Mm-hmm. He very quickly wanted to introduce her to the parents, which is all, positives. Unless that's not what she wanted, then it's negative too soon. But I don't know. I think he legitimately likes her, and there could possibly be something in Wendy that's going to pull him away from his ex finally. He always goes back to his ex because he's single and lonely. He's not lonely right now. The mom shouldn't be saying that stuff.
Yeah, so it's concerning that, this would be, she said that this was the fourth time they've broken up. So if you're dating somebody and they had an on and off again relationship with somebody and they had been on and off 4 times, to me, that would be a red flag, especially if you're the one right after that. However, she, like Davi said, she could be the one that breaks the dating antichrist curse and could be the one to pull him, finally away from her clutches or whatever he is seemingly continuing to go back for.
Yeah, 4 times is a lot. That would definitely be concerning for me. I don't know that I would run because of that. I would definitely have a talk with him. I would know that I'm probably not going to get the complete truth out of the talk because I don't think if he even knows if he's going to go back and not in dealing with her. But I would kind of check my feelings and keep that in the back of my mind if I decide to move forward with him.
Tell me if this is the stupidest idea ever, and it probably is, but whatever. So what if on their next date or whatever she goes, let's talk about our exes. So
I would say why.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Just to have something to talk about.
Okay.
So here we go. We're on the date, Mo. So let's go ahead and just, we're putting it all out there. Let's go ahead and just talk about our exes. Who's your worst ex?
Ooh, she's known as what was her nickname?
Lucifer?
Lucifer. There you go. That's her name.
Oh wow, Lucifer.
Yes.
So that must be with a nickname like Lucifer. She must have been Satan.
Correct. In the flesh.
Correct and right combined.
What about yours?
Yeah. So mine was Dick House, and he was my dating antichrist too. And I crawled through a doggy door and broke into his house.
Are you done with that?
I shouldn't have disclosed that
Yeah, you-
information.
Yeah, that's too
Gee,
much.
that is
Christy.
too much.
Check, please.
So we just proved that that's a really stupid idea.
It's not gonna go well.
Don't do that. But good luck figuring out if you're going to stay with him or if you're going to ditch him.
The Bert Show.